Impeachment is the Constitution's final answer to a president who mistakes himself for a king.
We're hearing the same things over and over. That's the way they're going to do the case. I will assure you this. We will be putting on a vigorous defense of both fact and rebutting what they've said.
Day 2 of opening arguments in President Trump's impeachment trial. Democrats still laying out their case. The White House team ready to go next. And as the trial continued tonight, President Trump made a very quick trip to South Florida. The president landed around 5:30 and was here for about 2 hours to appear at the annual winter meeting of the Republican National Committee, taking place at his golf resort in Doral. He's already back in Washington now. Today's arguments in the Senate centered on the abuse of power charge and the president's apparent motives for embracing conspiracy theories about Joe Biden and the 2016 election. CBS 4's Natalie Brand is covering the impeachment trial live on Capitol Hill for us tonight. Natalie.
And Francis, as you mentioned, the president touched back from his trip to Miami a short time ago, did not take questions tonight, but lead impeachment manager Adam Schiff just wrapped up about 30 minutes ago and showed emotion in his close on day 2 of our opening arguments, saying it doesn't matter how good the Constitution is. If right doesn't matter, we're lost. And our producer who's monitoring the Senate chamber says Congressman Schiff often looks up to visitors in the gallery, making his case to the public in addition to the senators.
It wasn't until Biden began beating him in the polls that he called for the investigation.
House managers making a case for abuse of power in the impeachment trial of President Trump tried to establish a personal motive in the president's dealings with Ukraine.
The mere announcement of such an investigation would immediately tarnish the former vice president's reputation.
Managers even cited polling from last year showing Joe Biden ahead of President Trump in a hypothetical 2020 White House contest.
It was only when he had a growing concern with Joe Biden's candidacy that he took a sudden interest in Ukraine. Those polls do show a powerful motive.
During a break in Thursday's action in the Senate, Republicans seized on Democrats' line of argument.
Today, the House Democrats, perhaps unintentionally, threw Joe Biden under the bus.
Based on the House manager's presentation today, I think we probably are going to need to hear from the former vice president.
And so did the president's attorney, Jay Sekulow.
It's been a lot about Joe Biden and Burisma. They kind of opened the door for that response.
House managers also took aim at the debunked theory that Ukraine rather than Russia interfered in the 2016 election.
This theory was brought to you by the Kremlin.
The president defended himself once again today in a torrent of tweets. One Trump confidant told CBS News that GOP senators have been warned, vote against the president and your head will be on a pike. House managers will wrap up their opening arguments on Friday, and the president's defense is expected to kick off their turn in a shortened session on Saturday. And they will also get up to 3 days. Now, former Florida AG Pam Bondi, speaking to reporters, says the team is ready to make their case. And I want to note that Florida Senator Rick Scott spoke to reporters after tonight's session wrapped. Again, he called it repetitive. He used the term Groundhog Day. And he also accused Congressman Schiff of trying to change the election, saying Schiff doesn't want President Trump on the ballot. Elliot?
Natalie, thank you.